Ladies and gentlemen.
Woo!
Welcome back to the Four Dudes in Black T-Shirts podcast.
That's fucking right. We are all tech house DJs.
Oh, I don't have a white logo, though.
Yeah, I'm a producer. Like, you can't tell. Like,
folks, welcome back to the Producer Lounge. This is your weekly music production broadcast. Big sheesh. Big sheesh to you guys out there hitting the subscribe and like button. Love you for that. If you haven't yet, there's still time.
There's still hope.
Folks, this is episode 131.
131.
Right off the bat, real quick, we had some audio issues with some of the bumpers playing prior to this. If you hear any weird, glitchy backsteps with our audio, let us know in chat. That would be greatly appreciated. Not that we can necessarily do anything about it, but we can try. Folks,
we're at least aware of it.
it's a huge episode today.
It's a massive one.
Not only is it not my birthday, but we are here with Inspectah.
what's up, y'all? Thank you for having me, y'all. It is
man.
an honor to be here. I love y'all's stream, seriously.
Let's go, man.
Damn,
Let's
well,
go.
big ups.
It was bound to happen eventually.
I love your
and it's
stream as
finally
well.
Happening.
Thank you.
You had a good stream out back. I was watching.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank
I was
you.
watching over your shoulder.
I'm talking about
Steady lurking.
That's a nice
steady
stream,
lurking.
dude.
You're talking about
son.
pee right now, dude?
Yeah. Of course.
P house.
Jeez.
How could I
The
not
pee
go?
house.
Talking about P streams right now.
How could I not go for the
We
pee
can make
stream?
this a P stream.
We're
We
drinking
do
the beer.
exact same
We're drinking
thing.
the beer.
That's true. He's got a point.
We're locked and
You know?
loaded.
Locked and loaded. Yeah, we're
P all
ready to
over the
go.
decks.
Hey, peel over the
Pee
backyard
on.
deck. Anyways,
Pee
folks.
all over the toilet.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Producer Lounge.
Like I did last night.
Yeah, this is fucking huge, man. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good,
honestly.
dude.
Stoked to be in Colorado. I just moved
Fuck
here
yeah.
like 6 months ago. Favorite state ever. Like I don't
let's
plan
go.
on leaving.
Amen.
Like
Okay.
ever.
Okay.
And it's cool to be around just fellow producers that inspire. Like y'all are just
Sure.
a bunch of nerds, and I am too.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm honored to be here. Straight up.
Hell yeah,
Right, right.
Hell yeah.
We're all just a bunch of nerds, just meeting other nerds, and like, oh, you actually fuck with this. Like,
I love
let's just kick it and do some shit.
I love a good nerd, honestly.
Yeah, I'm stoked to meet your whole nerd crew too. Just
Oh,
the
we're-
more nerds, the better.
Dude,
like
I agree.
it's always the best.
Right.
But yeah, we'll have
Right.
to do some shit sometimes. Like
Hell
just
yeah.
like have like some kickback, like
Right.
mix and shit. It'll
Right.
be cool.
Totally.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. We were talking in the kitchen, and you were like, oh yeah, I'm living with just 3 other producers. Like it's a house full of creativity.
Massive.
And instantly I was just like, that's literally us. We're just
Right.
like
That's-
yin and yang,
what
just
you gotta
kicking it
do.
here in Denver. Like
It's the ones who know. Like
Agreed.
that's
Agreed.
like that's
More
the,
like yin and yin.
the big
Yeah.
it's the big step. Like when you surround yourself with a bunch of fucking huge ass cocks producers. Shout out to Askerator 4 for the tier 1 sub.
Hell yeah, what
Oh.
Also,
Asker.
quick shout out real quick.
Thank you for the
to-
subs. Dude, you did that like a week or 2 ago too.
No, yeah, you did.
Quit throwing your money at us, you psycho.
Not all heroes wear capes, right?
That's
Yeah,
right.
I know.
And huge shout out to Hectic Neff for the follow an hour ago. God damn, bro. I hope you
Damn.
back because
Neff
you were
gang.
an hour early.
Oh yeah, he's creeping on the pod.
Yeah, y'all remember
probably.
Neff, like those Neff watches
Of
with
course.
like the smiley
Neff
faces?
was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
shit, dude.
yeah.
I
I
bring
worked-
that shit back, like honestly.
And the
like,
Neff beanies. That
Yeah,
was
dude.
huge.
Neff-
the
dude.
big ass palm ball.
I
Like,
fucking love
yeah.
Neff. Oh,
Oh, I
shit.
agree.
What was that now?
The gifted tier 1 sub to Irate Music. Thanks, Ask84.
Jesus.
Oh,
bro.
irate in the chat?
What
What's
up,
up?
Irate?
You just got called out by a gifted sub.
Called out.
Bunch of rude boys in the chat.
God
Rude
damn. Another gifted tier. All right, can we go on?
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen,
Keep it going, keep it
as
going.
of literally today, the best day could have happened because it's podcast night. Ableton 12 was announced.
I did hear about that.
You're in Ableton, right?
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
best,
Oh, yeah, I've seen
the
your
best
fucking-
thing
yeah.
that could happen my ass.
Yeah, my birthday's today.
It
Way
literally
better than Ableton
makes
12.
Bitwig look like a little beta. So
What?
you two are fucked now.
I saw even Little Snake. He tweeted, he's
Hilarious.
like Ableton 12 beats
Hilarious.
Bitwig, and I was like, oh, say less. Like, yeah, I was watching a bunch of videos on it today. It looks awesome. You can sign up for the beta right now too to like try it early. And
Well,
stuff. So I just
yeah.
signed up. They
So
said
far,
eventually.
You signed up?
It
Nice.
doesn't beat
Nice.
Bitwig
Nice.
because it doesn't exist yet.
Oh,
So
you got us
Fair point,
there.
fair point.
You got us there.
And let me be clear, it does not beat Bitwig by any stretch of the imagination.
Are y'all in Bitwig? Or?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And
Oh, yeah.
thirdly, fucking prove it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
prove it to me.
Yeah.
There's
They-
lots of proving that Ableton has to do.
They
to
added
fucking-
meters at the bottom. They added a couple devices.
Granulator 3.
Granulator 3.
MIDI,
They
new MIDI
added
functions
movement to
too.
their-
Yeah, you can strum MIDI notes
Yeah,
now. Like
that's sick,
I'm
yeah.
pumped on that.
Well, I feel like I'm like almost starting to see like this like rivalry start to like appear because like Bitwig's
Yeah.
like started by like a bunch of like old Ableton
Yeah.
like programmers. So I feel like Ableton's now like, oh fuck these guys, like we gotta like up our game in a way. And like, I'm just
100%,
ready to watch
right?
them start just going at it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like predicting
mean,
now that's gonna be
this
the
is
thing. Like,
Come at
Right?
it.
Yeah.
This
Dude,
is still the
100%,
issue.
Exactly.
This is still the fucking issue right here. They're like, modulate all you want with Max for Live devices, like LFO. It's
I like
no,
Max
no,
for
give
Live.
me integrated shit. Max for Live crashes shit
Yeah.
constantly.
fair point. Fair point.
Like, make it integrated. Why is there not a Ableton LFO? It's like the simplest fucking thing.
Well,
they have
there
it
is
on,
one, but it's not the best. But
right.
I agree,
That, like,
I
there
agree.
should be several.
there
I
should
would
be.
think.
There should be.
Yeah,
Like,
we
just because
just-
there's Max for Live doesn't mean that isn't an excuse for this giant.
We just got
company.
drawable LFOs.
Yeah, which is wild.
what is that?
I'm
You can
jealous
draw.
of
Like
that.
a serum
Oh,
LFO
okay.
or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
where
yeah.
you can
Kind of like the kilohertz one too.
Right,
like,
right,
okay,
exactly,
cool, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Shout out
Customize,
Kilohertz.
Yeah.
customize the
Fucking
curve
rad.
and
Kilohertz
all
Kilohertz
that.
baby.
is the best. At least we can agree on that,
Yeah,
baby.
faceplant fucks.
Faceplant
That's right.
fucks
Yeah.
all day, baby.
It's so true.
Phase plant fucks.
Okay,
Quote of the
see,
century, honestly.
It
when
really
you,
does.
When
It
you
really
can't
does.
agree, folks, find a common ground.
pH.
Truth.
You.
Oh, it
KS,
fucks.
yeah.
Ooh.
Well, faceplant.
UQ.
And fuck house.
It's a lot of P's.
It's,
So
meant to be,
it's the
meant to
triple
be.
P.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know?
Triple threat.
I mean, I feel like Max for Live though is like the true
It's
purpose
sick.
of it is for like other programmers to
Right.
kind of go in and like kind of create their own shit. So it kind of creates like a endless abyss of just like shit.
Which I think is good, but I don't
Yeah.
think you should get your basic LFOs from there.
Okay,
I feel
yeah,
like
fair
you
point.
should get really complicated LFO instruments or something from there that somebody built.
Yeah,
But like
true.
a basic LFO should just be, you should have like 3 different ones that you can just drop in that are Ableton native that are super light.
They
So you
fucking
can
work
put-
really
yeah, you
good
can
with
put,
the
like,
software.
Hundreds of them on a chain. Like you should be able to do that with no issue.
That is a good point, though. I'm surprised
Yeah.
Ableton doesn't have one where you can like actually draw like the curves and
Right.
stuff.
I
That is
know,
interesting.
right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until now, honestly.
There is it
pretty
has
handy.
shaper,
It's a new thing.
but it's not as like
People
detailed
haven't
as I
been
would
doing it
like
for a
it to be,
while.
right?
I agree. It's very like hard to use. Like you ever try and
It
like
is.
create the points and it just like doesn't happen, and you're like,
Yeah,
like,
and then you fuck up and add a point and you can't delete
Yeah,
it or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
and then you
exactly.
just oh god, delete that one, and
Right.
you double click again, and then now you
yeah.
just yeah
Yeah,
Like,
I remember that
and
shit.
it's more like an envelope too than like an LFO. I feel like.
that that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm not going to shit on Ableton
Too hard.
the whole percent. I like this. Bathe your sound with subtle warmth or break it down with wild distortion.
a what?
Live's new coloring and saturation
Yeah.
device is made of 3 saturation stages for serial, parallel, or even mid-side and multiband configurations.
Wow.
And its built-in compressor and feedback routing give you even more ways to shape your sound.
Oh, that's real warm.
I like this fucking mid-side built into it.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
It's a
now-
distortion plugin?
Yeah, it's just a
Filter
little,
distortion thing?
yeah.
I like how it's called Roar too. It's a cool.
kind of a
Roar
fun
is fun.
name.
Yeah.
I like that it's got their signature little routing bits kind of happening. It's ugly as sin, but
I like it.
it just looks like another
Classic like Ableton
piece-
default.
Yeah,
like
it's
like,
it never
here's
looks
a piece
good.
of
It just
lab
looks like
equipment.
Yeah.
It's just like okay,
Ableton's the Microsoft Excel of DAWs, honestly.
right,
It's not pretty, but
Right.
like once you learn to use it, like
right. No,
some big
no,
brain.
no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
No, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
I'm
it's
not
just
surprised.
like
I like it. I think it
yeah,
looks cool.
no, I did until
I'm down
I
with it too.
Like
I'm okay with it.
Wig.
Will it beat Trash 2 though? That is the question.
Do
'Cause
you have
that's-
Trash too?
Yeah, Trash 2 is my
Trash 2 is fire.
my bitch. Like I Trash 2 over everything for me. Like I love it so much.
Dude, that's what everyone says. I need to just
Oh, you
suck
are
it up and buy it.
oversampling,
Dude, I don't
correct?
think it's available anymore. They took it like
No.
off. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you can only get
Why?
like tracks. I don't know. Isotopes.
They got
just, like,
some
nah.
new shit.
Are they
got some
planning
new
like
shit.
Trash 3 at least then?
I
Like,
don't know, but they should. Like
Fuck,
that'd be
man.
fucking sick. Yeah.
I need it.
I'm not the
need it.
biggest Rift fan. I don't know. Not to like talk shit on
Same.
stream,
I,
but
Oh, yeah.
I have it, and I've used it like 7 times.
I just think it's too much in a way. Like the interface feels a little confusing, and then like it's really easy to overdo the distortion. I feel like, especially in like the wave shaping, like it just doesn't sound like super clean to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at using it.
I mean, well, yeah, that could definitely be a part of it, but I agree with you too. Like, it looks like it should do more than what I found it to do.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
it
100%.
seems like it's not flexible. I don't even know what the word is. Like agile. As it looks like it should be. Like, I feel like I should be able to shape more. Like, I can do more with Wave Shaper
Yep, I agree 100%.
than that thing
Yeah.
ever.
It might
Like,
just be like the flavor it adds too. Like it definitely adds like a certain tone, and it just like
it's also for a different crowd, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
it's for people who distortion's like something cool, but they're just like, no, I'm like concerned about the guitar tone or
Yeah.
whatever. Where like me, I'm like, no, distortion is a fucking art.
oh, big time,
And
big time.
if you don't do it right, like if you make a plugin that's like half baked, it's weird.
I agree.
And I'm not saying their plugins half baked. That's like a big statement.
What
but
is Rift
it's just-
again? It's just like in Wave Shaper, like a
what's-
designated.
Who made that?
It's minimal audio's
Minimal audio.
distortion. So it's like a wave shaper on the first page, and then it has like a
my
matrix
head
section where there's like
Tracker.
filters, like phasers, arpeggiators.
Oh.
There's like a feedback function too. Like it's cool. It's really cool. But
Oh
like,
yeah, there's
Okay.
Rift 2.0
for
too.
some reason, I just like don't like the sounds that I get out of it. The one thing I do
Yeah.
like about it is they have like this like resonator, like melodic, like preset section where it actually like creates melodies like with like feedback and shit, which can be pretty
Oh.
cool. Yeah, that part's really cool, and like you'll get a bunch of like random motif shit from it if you just kind of scroll through.
Okay,
think-
that's cool.
I
But I'd
think-
rather use like Saturn or Trash. Like,
Right.
yeah.
I feel like one of my problems with this is like it's not really a distortion unit. This is like a whole effects guy.
Yeah, it's
This
like a
is-
true.
multi
This
effects
is
thing.
very true.
what did we call it just the other day? What biome is? It's a preset
Junkie. Shout out
Preset.
Virtual
I
Riot.
remember y'all talking about this. I still haven't
basher,
checked
or
it out yet.
basically it's just
Yeah.
a plugin you bring in to sit there and throw
Oh,
through
right.
per presets to see if anything's like fun or
Yeah.
whatever while you're sound
Yeah,
designing.
that's
and
what I
stuff
do
like
with
that.
Cool.
fragments.
Yeah,
Nice.
right.
Do you know
right.
Fracture?
Fracture?
I
Fuck
know
yeah,
of it. I've
Fracture's-
never used it.
Dude, it's awesome.
It's so
Yeah.
wild.
It's so cool.
It's so hard to use.
They have another plugin, Glitch Machines.
Yeah, I
that's
have them
free.
both.
Hysteresis.
Yeah,
I didn't even know
that one's
until like
weird.
a week ago.
That one's even
Hysteresis.
weirder.
Yeah.
It looks like it's kind of like the same, but
I think
I
I
guess
have
it's
them
just
both,
different.
yeah,
Yeah.
that shit's
But
wild.
yeah, Fracture's fun. I love that shit.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What is
Glitch
this?
Machines is killing it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, guys. So this is
Segue time.
Segway
Hell yeah.
time. I found this website recently. I don't even remember how, but it just breaks down a lot of really interesting Spotify statistics that you would really only care about if you were an artist.
Right. Okay.
So essentially, just scroll down. There's like some random little facts on those first 10 cards. Scroll down a little bit more. There should be some bubbles. Yeah. So this is a fun little bubble section where it shows you if you click on any bubble. So start with like 1K. It'll tell you how many artists on Spotify currently are making $1,000 a year.
Whoa.
Right.
Okay.
So whatever amount. Blah blah blah.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
That looks like a lot to me.
232,000.
But then also a lot at the same time.
out of
No, I
everyone on
actually-
Spotify.
No,
Yeah.
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. So it has this section which
Per
just shows
year.
you
Right.
per year. Yeah.
Which
so,
is
yeah,
not-
annual.
That's not a lot of money.
But let's
per
move
year.
it up. 5K plus.
Yeah. It's essentially so the whole site is just shows you strange Spotify facts, and it's just really
Real
interesting.
quick. Hate this.
Really, I like
Yeah,
the
because
bubbles.
I want to
It's
go
fun.
from 1K to 5K, but now I gotta like,
You gotta like search. Yeah.
like,
Fine,
like I don't
5K.
want to.
Okay, I
I
get
don't want to
that.
scroll over them. I feel
That's
like
fair.
I'm gonna
I
I'm gonna
get that,
break
yeah.
something.
It's cute. Okay.
yeah,
It's cute.
It is cute.
It's
It
a
is
cute little website. Yeah.
91K. We're dropping.
Right.
We are dropping.
Let's just jump to 50K.
Dude,
So
make-
50K would be like what any artist would kind of aspire to be, right?
Yeah,
Right.
big time.
So-
There are
17
18,000 people
18,000.
fucking making 50 a year.
That's actually
on
crazy.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Right. That's if you're trying to be like a playlist artist.
Sure.
Yeah.
This would be the dream. You're only making it off Spotify alone or
Yeah.
whatever.
If you were just on Spotify.
That's why I don't like Spotify though, because you literally have to like
Yeah, it depends
be
on the music.
playlisted. Yeah, it's true.
Depends
that's
on the
true,
tunes
yeah.
you're trying to make. Like, I wouldn't mind having a side project that's just like chill jungle or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I want to be
100%.
making.
playlist or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
It almost feels like it's like pay to win though with Spotify. in a
Dude,
way.
I
It could
agree.
be.
Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I guess like it's kind of like that. Like I don't know. I don't like pay for repost chains, but like I don't know. Say if I like release with a label and like they throw me on, it's still kind of like that's like a big essence of SoundCloud too. But for some reason, I feel like the whole aspect of like randomly stumbling upon artists in SoundCloud is so much more like you just get so much more exposure from that than SoundCloud or Spotify. I mean, that's crazy though. 500K.
Right?
so
Yeah,
500K, it's only 2,200.
2,200.
I can't
So-
wait for
Which
the
is
day.
probably somewhere near like 1 million listens a month or more.
You think so?
Yeah,
Interesting.
No, I bet you it's more.
I
Oh, no,
wonder-
actually, because.
I think it's right around there.
Yeah, because I forgot that's annual.
1 million is like 4 to 6 a month.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that then.
1,000 a month.
yeah.
Huh.
So
Right.
depending on what your deal is.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
So I
sick.
would say that I want that 50,000 a month or that 50,000 a year. But like that's not where I'm making my money.
No, it's just
Right.
additional.
I want to make that
additional.
money, but it's not where I'm making my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm trying to figure out ways.
I'm talking
to, like,
about bread.
I'm trying to really figure out ways to like monetize my production, like before even like getting big. Like I want to like really start like weighing into like Patreon. Like I heard Kyoto talking on his Patreon that
Shout out
that
Kyoto.
shit, yeah, I love Kyoto. That like pays his
man.
rent and like
Patreon does.
yeah, and like that's like the goal, like Patreon. And then have you heard of the new streaming platform called Kick?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, so supposedly you make like double what you make in it's like a 95% split. So when you get a subscriber,
Yeah,
you get
XQC's on
95%.
Kick.
Damn.
Right?
And it's
You
like a
got
new thing. And then there's
$1
like
million a year or some shit. or-
eventually when you get verified too, you get paid hourly to stream or some shit, which is really
Oh,
interesting.
holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
it's almost
fascinating.
like so that's like my goal right now. Like the day I can actually like quit my job
Looks just like
and
Twitch.
like
Nice.
actually make all my revenue from music, like this could be the best day of my life, honestly. And yeah, it does look just like Twitch, honestly. Suppose it's like the next big thing.
But it
like,
honestly
Right? I
responds
keep
better
hearing
than
about it for
Twitch.
sure.
yeah,
Twitch website fucking
And
Just
honestly,
dog shit.
oh yeah, look, there's XQC literally.
who's that?
It's just some huge streamer guy.
Cool.
He's
Alright.
got 30,000.
It's
A massive streamer on this platform has 30,000 people watching him.
right.
That's insane.
That is
that
smart
guy's
of
getting
you
paid
to
like 50 million a year or some
Yeah.
bullshit.
Oh,
I-
some dumb number.
Insane
Right?
number.
I
Yeah.
feel good when I have like 5 people watching my stream. I'm just like,
Yeah, right. You're like, I'm killing
Yeah.
it right now.
You do straight up.
I like how we're streaming on Twitch. We're like, this fucking looks so much better than Twitch.
I hope
Hey,
they're
what's
not
up,
listening.
Twitch?
Are they listening?
Maybe.
That's sick of you to
I
like.
have my doubts that we would get more people watching on Kick than we would on
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Twitch.
right?
It's
Yeah.
because people don't know it yet that much, I feel like.
Yeah, and you're in a niche stream like we are. We
Yeah.
are in a very niche streaming.
But at the same time,
Capacity.
that niche, like if you could be one of the first people to like really hit that niche in like a proper
Within
way,
that
like
per-
there's something there. I feel
yeah,
like
true.
100%.
True.
100%.
So I feel like it's almost new enough to like get.
If you
into
can
it,
provide
but, like-
value.
Yeah, exactly.
and
It's
if you,
tough,
yeah,
though.
you get in early, provide value,
Yeah.
like and skyrocket.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
As it comes up, yeah,
But that's tough. It's like, how do you do that?
it
Like,
is right. It's always the question.
Yeah.
Vapor Cruise just said Kick is all backed by online gambling, though.
Oh,
that's
really?
sketch.
That sounds hilarious.
Interesting.
Um,
Just like some money laundering.
It's
fucking
not.
streaming
It's not
service.
sketch.
um,
People gamble all the
yeah,
time.
it seems
It's
like
true,
a normal
it's
life.
There's
Yeah,
a lot
but,
of gambling.
but Jesus is watching, you know?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, true. I mean the karma might not be great.
So wait, before we move on to Hornet, part of the reason I've been hyped on this Loud and Clear website is it gives you other just fun random like facts and insights about Spotify. But apparently there's a little over 8 million artists total on Spotify, and only 1 million of them have over 50 monthly listeners. So technically, if you hit over 50 monthly listeners on Spotify, you're part of the top 20% of artists in the world.
Wow.
And it kind of makes you think like, oh, okay, so like the competition, there's a lot of just fluff and bullshit out there and like shit that doesn't matter, right? And I like scrolling through all this shit, you kind of just realize like, oh, it actually like it seems a little more like feasible to get to these certain numbers. In a way, like still getting to like 100,000 monthly.
I mean, that gives
seems
me
crazy,
hope,
but-
honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, right?
There's a lot of producers in this world.
There's so many, right?
Oh,
guys throw it just fake it until we make
oversaturation
it.
is horseshit.
Yeah.
What, you think
Yeah.
it's like not a thing, or like you think it's like horseshit in the sense that it's like
It doesn't matter.
It's just a
I
talking
feel
point.
that.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
only
I feel
so
that.
many people really that are really, really trying.
Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah.
The
There's not
Sweats.
really that many of
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
And this site will just show you
You
weird
could
little facts
climb.
about that shit where it's like there's so much just bullshit out there and like
Yeah.
if you really just try and like dedicate it the way like the four of us are like
It's
Right.
still
you
hard
will
as
probably,
fuck.
Oh yeah, it's still hard as fuck.
Yeah.
You're not
That's-
gonna
that's the point.
Come,
Yeah.
like
I'm
Justin
glad
Bieber,
it's hard
but-
as fuck
Yeah.
so that not everyone can just fucking produce fucking
Yeah.
dudes.
Well, I feel like for a lot of people too, it's more of just like a hobby, and they're just like releasing
Right.
shit for fun, which I totally respect 100%.
100%. 100%.
Where was I going with that?
It is just fun.
It's too easy.
Positive, negative polarity?
Oh no, I
Maybe?
know it is.
Oh.
Oh, positive negative
What?
polarity is a cool point though. Honestly. Well, anyways, what I was gonna say though is I watched the video of Claude Von Stroke, just talking about being
Barclay.
a producer. Yeah, and like just like even like creating a label and stuff. It's like you really can't half-ass it. Like you need to put your absolute
Right.
all into it if you really want to like make something out of it. So I mean, it's cool to see people like just doing it for fun and stuff. But
Right?
yeah, I still don't know where I'm going with this. Honestly,
No, no.
No, but that is a great point though, is like that is perfect with the thing I was saying where it's like there is just so much like bullshit and fluff or like hobbyists in that way that are on Spotify. And like you see these big scary numbers and giant streams, but it's like there's really not that many. Well, there's a fuckload, but not as many as you would imagine artists out there that are like really, really fucking pushing
Yeah.
for it, you know?
You want to know how many podcasts are out there that are specifically talking about music production who have gone over 130 episodes?
Maybe Willie Joy's
There's
kind
a
of
couple.
counts.
There's a couple
No,
maybe.
his isn't music production. His is an interview
we
show.
Oh,
we
I don't
might be
know.
the only, but like you could go like Pensado's place or something.
Yeah.
Pensado's.
Like,
Fun
Yeah.
time.
There's
there's
happy
not a
hour.
lot.
Because like a lot of
Yeah.
the music production shit I see on Twitch is either like making beats or like feedback. But
Correct.
like when it's people
Correct.
actually just like talking production, I don't know if I've seen any other channel that does
Right,
like
right.
something
And that's
of
kind
this,
of
like format.
the thing
Right.
we wanted to do. Like, yeah,
Seriously.
it's still a podcast and we can upload it like as a podcast for people to listen to. But we wanted to make a broadcast like it's live. So we do it on Twitch where we can have people like contribute the whole time.
Like restraint
more
here,
like
bringing
immersive
up a
and interactive.
distortion plugin
Right,
that he
right.
likes a lot.
Yeah.
Like he's like, this is the distortion plugin that I like.
I actually haven't heard of that.
I have not heard of this either. It looks like this is my style. Look how
Is that what
beautiful
it is
looks.
right
John
there?
is a homie to trust on these sorts
Yes.
of things as well.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you've.
Who's that?
He
Is that
knows his
Restraint?
stuff.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Restraint.
I actually restrained. I just found your shit like a week ago. I think it might have been you or Jay Lang that put me on while I was streaming. Yeah, you're nice with it. That's like I say. You're really nice with it.
It's only
Respect.
$11.
Goddamn right.
Damn, really?
Oh.
I mean,
Don't threaten me with a good time.
euros
Yes,
or
sir.
whatever. But
$1,099. No, I'm
It's
just
like-
kidding.
I know, right? That's what
like
I thought it was.
12
At
There's
first,
a
I was
comma
like,
right
wait.
there. Why is there a
no,
comma?
no, it's like because it's
Is that how they do it?
European weird shit. Yeah, they're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
they're non.
It's not. It's not
not-
American
Yeah,
money.
it's not
0 to
American.
100.
The fuck?
Yeah, it's not zero. It's yeah.
They wish
Ew.
they had our money. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Ew.
No,
It's
of
not
course-
oil backed. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh, this is Hornet.
I want this though. This thing
Hornet
looks fucking
plugins.
rad.
What exactly is it? It's just like multi-band wave shaper type.
It's got a harmonic spectrum and a pre-emphasis, de-emphasis EQ. So that's nice. You have a pre and a post EQ.
Okay.
I assume it's emphasizing this harmonic
Just
spectrum.
for like boosting them into the wave shaper.
Right, or into the harmonic spectrum.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty sick.
And
That
then
is
this
cool.
shows you the post, and you got a little bit of, you got your own separate input output.
Ooh, I like how you can see the post waveform. Actually,
I know, that is fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right?
Yeah, I like how it sits.
I've
It
like
sits
produced
still.
so much. I
Yeah,
can
it
almost
sits
like
still.
read waveforms
Correct.
now in a way.
Correct.
Like I like be
Totally.
scrolling through my mud pies. I'll be like, that probably sounds good.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know,
what I
right?
mean?
You're like, oh, that one's noisy as fuck. We'll just skip ahead of that.
I don't like. It's not like close enough for like
Is this-
whatever. Like
is
Yeah,
brand
let's go.
new.
Let's go.
This says Hornet Harmonics Pro 1.0.1.
I like that they're like, we fixed the Pro Tools crash issue. We have it fixed.
Is it by the same
Ooh.
people?
And they did this. They fixed crackling noise when moving harmonic sliders. If that's the case,
Oh,
then
that's
you,
great.
you
That's
can
great.
automate,
You can automate
those.
them now?
Those
Sick.
babies.
Yeah.
That reminds me
well,
of the-
I don't know about on Ableton, guys.
Oh,
I don't-
really?
I mean, I don't know because there's some things you can't.
It is true.
Just saying.
Randomly sometimes. Typically with
Ableton.
third
It
party.
says that, I'm sure.
Typically with third-party plugins, I think you are right. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah, we got.
you can automate those. He
Yeah,
says.
oh yeah, totally.
I just
Been
realized
around a
it's like,
bit.
it's like Ableton
Okay,
versus
John.
like Bitwig over
Oh,
here.
dude,
It's
always,
like-
yeah.
Right,
Which
also
thank God
excited
you're
about
here because it's
Ableton
always
12.
like just
Yeah.
me against them
Nah,
too.
respect.
Respect, right? Yeah.
They have a little.
Ableton's
It is
my
always
baby.
that though. I know.
Yeah.
I
You,
know.
love it, I
you
love it.
only hate because you're not fucking on the other side.
Yeah, we haven't drank the
You know?
Kool-Aid yet.
You haven't
not there.
joined because
I'd probably love it. Honestly, I probably would.
I know.
You
right?
would.
But
Yeah.
You
I'm
would.
so- I love like Ableton's just so good too. Like
Yeah.
I have like no.
yeah, you're scared. You're scared to leave.
Right,
Maybe a
right
little.
now I just
Obviously.
don't need it. I know.
I'm so comfortable. I don't want to break out of my shell. I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
We're not ready to molt yet, Dave.
speaking of molting, everybody should molt into this deal right here.
Hey yo.
Oh shit.
This is for those of you who are still sidechaining with compressors and or whatever that ducking plugin that you guys have.
Yo, Live 8 compressor.
What
for
Kickstart
days.
is sick? It's by the
Kickstarter.
same people.
I know, but now you can get the entire thing for $90, and it has
Oh,
every
shit.
single one of the modules,
Yeah, that's pretty
including.
sick.
Do you
the
have
new-
Shaperbox 3?
I do not. I do
The
not.
new-
I don't either.
I want it.
I want it too,
Yeah, I just
right?
never made the. It's expensive, but that's a pretty good deal.
Dude,
honestly.
Maybe
It's-
maybe now's the time we
Yeah.
go for it.
It's probably
It's such
the-
a good deal.
I've been using Live.
Holy shit.
I've been using Live 8 compressor for my sidechain.
Yeah.
You can go to like
Sounds like our
0.1 release
Yeah.
and there's no click like at
Okay.
all.
Oh, we
Like,
know.
A
it's-
classic
It's really
classic
tight.
Mr. Bill trick right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I think that's where I
Yeah.
got it from. Actually, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Anything Mr. Bill says is like, all right, I'm gonna do that from
Yeah.
now on.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
listen
don't
to
mask
him
my
now.
shit. I
He's
just
not
saturate
using
it
that
up, like-
anymore.
No,
Right.
he's not using it anymore.
I have Duck Buddy too, which is pretty nice.
Oh,
Dude.
Duck Buddy, yeah.
Yeah.
Our
It-
buddy Victor really
it is
likes
nice
It's
that.
pretty good. It's good. I mean, they're all the same, like
Right.
kind of,
Just-
maybe
Right.
like slightly
Possible.
different. I actually do for my sidechain. I do 3 Live 8 compressors on my kick and 3 Live 8 compressors on my snare.
God damn
And
it.
I incrementally shorten the release and the threshold. So like the second 2 are only like cutting out like little
No.
artifacts that may be left. It's actually what Elenium does. And it's
I've-
really clean.
I've seen Elenium do that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
sick.
Why don't
I
you just
learned
put
it-
a delay in front of it so that it doesn't click?
Well, no, it's not even about the click. It's just about like cleaning up like anything that may be getting through, even though
It's-
like I'm not 100% sure if it is. I just like put that on my template and that's been my thing for like
Dude.
the past like 3 years.
I love that you do that. You're the first person to ever bring that up on this pod.
Really? Hell
and
yeah.
that makes me so happy because
Hell
I
yeah.
used to do
But look,
that.
you could
Yeah,
do this
yeah,
because of like some
Aw.
Millennium video I
Yeah,
saw, and I was like,
yeah.
"That's fucking sick."
It,
And I was doing it for
sounds
so
good.
long.
I've just had no reason
Yeah.
to change it. And I like doing like MIDI note triggers because it just feels like easy, I guess. I
Oof.
don't know.
Dude, the triggers are the way.
Yeah,
I love
I
the
agree.
triggers.
Yeah.
Right?
Until you have like 16 of them.
What do you mean?
If you have a bunch of MIDI triggers.
Well, there's
all
a
over
couple
I
the
just
place.
do
things.
one trigger for my kick and snare and like.
And then 3 compressors on it.
yeah.
Is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Right, right. But what if you want to sidechain another thing?
Then I'll like do it manually, like between groups, or like
That's what I do too.
I really
Just
like
fade
the-
in the audio.
I really like the Pro Q dynamic sidechain. Have you guys heard of that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's my
I haven't
shit.
heard of that.
So it's really cool. So with Pro Q, you can route like you know how like in sidechain you do a little drop down and select a track. So you can do that with Pro Q, where you select a track. Say it's like 2 things are clashing in a way. And so when it's sidechains in Pro Q, it shows in the Pro Q where the
like
frequencies are
with
clashing.
the red.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
And so it ducks
Yeah.
out the one channel whenever it clashes, and I'll like do that to like have my hats poke through.
Yeah, it's
like
like-
a certain
Okay.
sound.
Yeah,
and
it's like
stuff.
track spacer.
Yeah, yeah,
Does it
exactly,
kinda
exactly.
move?
so does
Yeah.
it does it like spectrally where it'll just
No.
kind of like
Compressing. It's
Yeah.
It's using the little compressor
I guess it is a compressor in a
yeah,
sense.
yeah, it's still
Is it
compressing.
like a
ducking out
multi-band.
the whole signal though, or just
No.
like scoops?
No, it
part of
scoops.
it?
Like it'll show like, oh, between 500 and 600 is clashing right here with the little red line.
Oh,
and then you just carve it out right there. Yeah, you can see it right here.
So I think it
That's
does it
so
with
sick.
this.
Or
I think
you
it does it with
you
the
have to
dynamic.
you have to right click it and do make dynamic. Or you see that little arrow?
Well,
yeah,
you don't have to do that.
Well, yeah.
You could just
You really just gotta
pull
press
this
the little
down.
arrow thing. Yeah.
You can just pull that down and it automatically makes it.
It's like if you
Yeah.
click
Dynamic.
auto or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that little up arrow, that's when it does it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
How do you
it'll-
set it to go to whatever signal?
you set it via this when there's a bunch
Yeah.
of them in there, and you can choose which one it's clashing with, and it'll just reference that EQ
Yeah.
on that channel.
And it's
So
the same,
It is
it's
nice,
the same
but
thing
if-
as a compressor too, where it's like the little drop down menu. You choose the track to like route
Right.
into it pretty much, and
Right.
it'll show both signals on top of each other pretty much. And
Okay, yeah.
yeah, it's my
Yeah.
bread and butter at this point. Like I'm not that good at mixing, but I'll just like do that. I'm like, yeah,
Oh, your mixes sound
alright.
fucking
hilarious.
sick. What you talking about,
I,
boy?
I hate my mix. I feel like I suck at mixing, like high key.
I feel like
Hikey.
Yeah,
High
always.
key.
It's never good
Hilarious.
enough. It's never
hilarious.
Haiku, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's
I feel
probably
like
good.
that's just the
Yeah.
curse of the artist, though.
Yeah.
That always blows my mind when any artist is like so pumped on their shit. They're like, I'm the best mixer. Like, I'm so jealous of rappers
too.
for that reason because they're so pumped on their shit. Like, I've never had that.
Me neither. It's
Right?
never good enough.
Yeah.
It's always like, no,
No.
like I'm just gonna release it because I'm just gonna ruin it if I do anything else. To
Right,
it.
right.
Correct.
It's the best I can do for now. I'll
Yeah.
do better, I promise.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly, exactly.
Blast dubs with the merp.
Blast
Merp.
boobs.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right. Where's your bathroom?
No,
Right.
straight down the hall on the left.
Cool.
Yep.
It's the second door on the left.
Those beers went over me.
All right. All right, time to talk
That'll
shit
happen.
on Inspectah.
Oh,
No, we'll wait till you get
shit.
back to talk more about sidechaining. Let's talk about the reverb. So Shaper Box.
Oh, I see. You want to talk about the?
Shaper Box just added this reverb shaper.
Oh, what does that mean?
So it is a convolution reverb. You
Wow.
could put your own impulses in there if you would like to, with all the benefits of the Shaper Box things. So you can there's on Dan Warhol, shout out, on his YouTube page, he does a little walkthrough of ideas on how to use it and whatnot.
Sick.
But he played a loop and had the thing set to the loop in the same time frame, and then he just selected the point where the snare hits were for the reverb to be on, so you could draw the grid where the snare hits to where it just only comes in when the snare hits.
Okay.
And then it's just input volume is what you're shaping.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can do that. You can connect like Shaperbox does to audio, and it re-triggers based on the input audio coming in.
Yep.
So you can have it doing a gate sort of a thing in the way of the way it volume shapes it.
Very cool. Can you pan the reverb? Do you know, or is it just volume?
It has there's a width part of Shaperbox for sure.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah,
so you can have it,
Shaperbox has width as
That's
an
sick.
option.
Yeah, it has a module or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's basically mid-side on a LFO that you're building yourself there.
right.
Very cool. Very very cool.
Interesting.
How often are you guys automating with your reverb? Are you manually doing stuff, or do you think about that?
I'll do it with the size.
I
really
squeeze my
like.
reverbs a little bit.
Yeah, I
size?
think about that quite often for the movement of the reverb, unless it's
Yeah.
just the snares reverb.
I like modulating the
Something.
room size, especially say before a drop, you make it kind of really condensed, and then when the drop hits, you just open it up.
Right,
and,
right.
Let's
kinda
go.
Adds impact and stuff.
Let's go.
It also
Yeah.
has a cool weird time delay effect when you
Right.
modulate it. With
Right.
basses and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it delays out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
It
yeah.
just
That's
brings
what's up.
it far away and back in and
Yeah.
yeah. It
Restraint.
adds dynamics. I feel in a sense.
Totally.
Restraint says he automates his width every night.
Every night. Every night.
You can tell.
Automate
You
my
can tell.
width.
You can tell.
Automate the width.
Another
The-
fun one is you were saying smaller before the drop and then big on the drop. vice versa is always
Yeah,
a really fun
good
one.
time.
Totally.
Like really, really big, huge build thing, and then it just tightens up and
Yeah,
sucks,
yeah, 100%.
right?
And
Yeah, absolutely.
sucks.
or it's,
Just like smacks you like directly in the forehead. Just,
yeah.
like, yeah,
and it's so much
100%.
it's so much fun to think about it in those two ways because like neither is right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's just both like, oh, you have the option. Like, what are you feeling today?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. I love that shit. Those subtle little things.
Y'all need, well, not you, because you're using Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
But
Kickstart.
compressors are just not the,
No.
they're
Dude,
not the way.
Are they so like 10
Fuck
years ago? Pretty much,
compressors.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did it
That's
so-
why Elenium is using it.
Oh my god.
Amen, brother.
Hot take, but
Yeah, I mean, you don't like
yeah.
LS Dream, but you take tips from Millennium, bro.
so I got it from
Sus.
a
That's
I got it
sus,
from
bro.
a third party. I got it from a
Okay,
mentor at
okay.
Icon, and he said his
totally.
Elenium's trick, and
Yeah.
it just stuck. Honestly,
No, no.
if it ain't
I'm-
broke,
I'm
don't
just
fix it.
joshing.
No,
I mean-
I know.
Compressors are just automating volume based on the input.
Yeah.
So it does make sense in a way.
Yeah, they're just slow
Yeah.
and they're inaccurate. Like
Well, that's,
this.
well, that's why I do Live 8.
Well, no. Like, look with this,
You can
I
do the
can
look ahead too.
I can have my bottom end shaped very specifically and my top end shaped very, very specifically.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can make sure it.
You don't
only-
need 3 of them, by
I
the way.
only
It'll
want-
do it the first time.
Well, just in
Yeah.
case, you know.
And well, no, but
like-
look,
No, on this, I mean.
look, I can
you don't
set
need
it.
3 shaper boxes.
I
you
can-
just need 1.
I can shift the entire trigger over 4
I do like that.
milliseconds.
That's what
in
I
the
do.
box.
That's what I do with my MIDI triggers.
is
Is
so
I
nice.
bring it
Right,
over like
right.
a millisecond
Of
or two,
course.
so it just ducks.
I know,
like
'cause
the
that's
split
just the
That's
second.
good.
Yeah.
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 Totally.
But I mean, I did all those things until they released Shaperbox.
Is that like
3.
a look ahead type thing?
Yeah,
Like,
Yes,
yeah,
it
it's
is.
Hell yeah.
basically a manual
Trigger
look ahead.
shift.
It's the best.
Yeah,
You
that's
go
pretty
forward
cool.
or back.
That's pretty cool.
And you don't need a trigger, by the way.
No, you.
It
can
works
just-
perfectly
straight
with
from audio.
just the kick
well, plus
or
too,
just the snare.
with the trigger, you gotta like do the ADSR too, because you don't want it to do the whole kick if it's like a really noisy kick. Sometimes you just need that transient.
This won't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
one-
that's cool.
yeah,
you can
you-
like carve it into it
Yeah,
pretty much.
You can carve
yeah.
it however you want.
That is cool.
Here, let me see
It
if
is
I
really
have
cool.
what was I
Something with
just-
sidechain
Yeah, I
on
was
it?
like, what was I just working on? That's really small.
Oh, that's quick. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, one,
Yeah, well, it's
I
Bitwig.
can sit here and open.
See what I have to deal with?
And
Yeah,
you,
Team
and
Ableton.
you could open 3 of them at the same
go for
time,
it.
just
Yeah.
like he has right now.
like I can just have them all open.
Wait,
That is
what?
one thing yeah.
What, multiple projects?
Yeah,
Like-
you
Yeah.
just you just choose which one you want the audio
I
on.
am kind of jealous of
Whoa.
that.
So I
Isn't that
was-
fucking that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I heard the distortion or saturator is really cool. And
It's pretty nice.
Oh, is it?
I heard it's cracked.
So here,
Saturator is sick as fuck on this.
It's a big kick.
It's a wave shaper.
yeah, this is a specifically large kick for this.
that kick's
project.
got broads in Atlanta. Like,
Damn right.
Credit
Um,
cards in the scanner.
Big kick.
but like I can make sure the bottom end gets fucking all of it,
yeah, it's cool.
you know. Or if I want some wild shit, you know,
Oh, interesting.
hey, I can do some weird shit.
Interesting. You kind
I
of
mean,
use
a
like
weird,
a sound design
weird
effect.
sidechain move. But
yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Your normal side chains are so mainstream. Like,
Shout out for that follow.
hey,
go.
what's up, Nate? That's my roommate, Nate.
Hey,
Blue Gum Beats.
What up,
Gum
bro?
Beats.
What up, dude?
What's up, dog?
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's
Come on
so
the pod,
easy,
bro.
and I have it loaded where it's just reading the kick every time I open a default, so I don't have to do anything every time I go.
Just
in.
like that channel, like it's always like.
Yeah, and I
cool.
don't have a trigger. The kick, it's just grabbing the audio from this.
That is
channel.
nice because I do
Which
like
is
to
super
like
nice.
I like to offset a lot of my kicks.
I know, and then you
snares
Totally.
gotta
and,
offset
like,
the trigger,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's like a cunt.
so annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
This saves me so much time.
Shaperbox does an amazing job of hitting just promptly.
Right. It's super fucking clean. I wonder if
What else can Shaper? Because I know Shaperbox is like pretty much everything.
I will
but,
use,
like, aside from sidechain. What's like the best thing?
I will use it all the time on a kick drum in general. I will put it on there and automate the volume of low, mid, and high separately.
Okay, kind of like a transient
Yeah,
shaper
like-
in a way, like or
Kinda.
just to like beef it up a
It's
little.
an
bit.
on-
You could
Envelope
make
shaper?
a transient
Cool.
if you want to, but like you're basically multi-band shaping your kick drum.
Interesting.
So like oftentimes you could use it to like steal a kick off of a tune pretty easily because you can kind of you can find where it's the sidechain's happening anyway on
Like
the song that
analyze
you're
it and,
listening
like,
to.
yeah.
You could sit there and like take out the high end later, so it kind of just gets the amount of high end you need from the
Cool,
original
yeah.
kick. But I just use it to shape my kicks because at some point I'm going to want them to be a little bit tighter.
Yeah, I get
Right.
that.
And you really can get some nice tightness off
And
of
you
that.
can basically you can use it as a compressor if you're shaping your kick to like have more attack and then kind of squeeze and then come
Right.
back up and kind of have a release.
That's
like you
cool.
can basically make a compressor out of it because a compressor is just a volume automating device.
Yeah.
You know, so it's basically the same.
Interesting.
Totally.
Yes, filter shaper is also super sick.
I don't know what that is. That's
It's
pressure
still,
box.
yeah,
Cable
it's built
guys
in.
thing.
And the nice thing is you can run them in
Series. Parallel.
What is liquid?
series. It is
what
basically
is
a phaser and flanger kind of thing.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Legit need to fuck with that more.
I've really
It's-
been liking.
It's pretty fun.
I've been liking Vital's phaser and flanger a lot because like I barely even use it as an actual like phaser. I like to line it up so there's not like really too much width and just use it as like extra filters pretty much. And I
Right.
like how visual it is so you can like target certain harmonics like exact and stuff.
The visuals are nice.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Vital's been one of my go-tos.
So you're almost using it as almost like just a formant kind
Yeah,
of thing, or
exactly.
comb filter.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
what's up. That's
No,
what's
it's
up.
it's funny. You can like modulate the like the peaks on it, so they kind of like grow and add more peaks and like less peaks.
Right.
Yeah.
And it kind of like is a cool way to just like juice harmonics out of the sound.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. Are there any other? Have you learned any like new techniques or like other things you've been pumped on lately?
I've really like one of my favorite things to do. Do you have trash on this?
Of course.
Nice. Something I do, and it's like a like religious movement that I do in all my songs. Is I start with the drum beat first, like a lot, because I just feel like it's easier to flow on top of for me at least.
I agree.
I don't like having to like add like drums to like a melody. I feel like I kind of have to like think more, I guess. But I always like to add like textures into like my songs and stuff. Is I make my drum group, and then I record my drums into like one channel. And then I put trash on like that recording of all the drums
Yeah,
and just go through presets and
Hell
like it
yeah.
just adds like the coolest textures to
Let's go.
your
Okay.
music and just adds like that little
That
top
makes
end,
sense.
like little like
Where,
I don't know, it's like almost subtle, but
where
it's
are
so
the
awesome.
presets?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
dude,
go
100%.
the bottom corner, bottom right, where it says presets. Yeah. And then I just go through like a bunch of different ones until I find something like unique, and it adds like all this weird like delay.
That
and
makes
shit.
sense.
Another cool thing I like to do with trash, if you go into graph, it's like right at the bottom. Yeah, right there. You can change the signal flow
Oh, yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah. I
And I like
forgot about
putting
that.
I like putting the convolve before the trash because it's like distorting like because
Totally.
convolve's kind of like a
Totally.
reverb in a way, and you
Right,
put it in
no,
like
yeah.
different spaces and like
Convolve is sick as fuck.
it adds all
Convolve is
these
sick.
crazy tails and shit. I
Convolve
fucking
is
love it.
giving you like a lot of amp modeling and stuff like that, where it's
Right.
warmth based on where a microphone would be picking the
Yep.
thing up,
Exactly.
and what the type of thing it would be going through.
Exactly, yeah.
I've used this a lot for convolving.
Oh wait, that one
Same.
was sick.
Probably more than a lot of things.
Yeah, exactly. It's shit like that. And then like I like taking that group and like I'll put on a compressor, I'll put on a reverb and then a compressor and have it sidechain to itself. So when the hits hit, it ducks out the reverb and then like swells back up into like each hit and stuff. It's,
Yeah.
Try
Yeah,
it
the
really
presets.
adds like a
Fuck,
cool
yeah.
Are we
like,
on presets?
dynamic
Uh-huh.
feel where it just
Okay.
kind of like shifts up and down like the whole time and
Right,
like, sucks
right.
you into different sections.
That's when I gotta do more. I always forget about that. You can just sidechain the reverb to your like
Yeah,
Try it with a
yeah,
little,
channels. So good.
yeah,
so
no,
good.
it's cool.
Oh, it's changing.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
basically
fuck.
what I'll do with this is like I'll have it in like its own like recording and then I'll like just cut the lows on it and have it layered on top of my actual drum group.
There you go. That's the
and it just
move.
really adds life to your drums, I feel like, and like puts you in like this otherworldly like place, I feel like.
right. Right.
Maybe I'll like sidechain the kick and the snare to it too. So it's
There
like
you go.
subtle in a way, and like I like adding like redux to it too, so you get all these crunchy like hits and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's a field day.
Dog.
Honestly. Trash choose my
Cat.
shit. Is that? I never even realized that actually.
yeah, dude.
You got that dog in you, like.
right? That's one of my favorite things to do is like record your drums into just one channel and then just fuck around and like
Yeah.
see what you can do with
Yeah,
it for like
100%.
intro
Maybe
pieces
some
and
like
whatever.
delay modulation to get like the like tonal delays and shit.
Yep,
and like
yep.
little like slapbacks and stuff like
Yep.
here and there.
Totally.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff.
It's a good time. We like to have fun here, folks.
Doing like doing a parallel, distorted, compressed, whatever you want to
Yeah.
do to it, drum group is nice.
Yeah, I agree. It is
That
parallel
helps.
too.
You
like,
do a. You're just giving a little bed for the
Yeah.
drums to live on.
it like puts them somewhere.
You
I
need some
feel.
noise on everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
exactly.
that sort of thing helps a lot.
Textures have been like everything for me. Like I feel like if you can establish like a really solid drum groove with textures, you can just layer like an 808 on it. It's just like, oh shit.
I
Like,
know.
easy, like
Agreed. I mean, for us,
no, seriously.
we like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some people out there who are like, "Where's the melody?"
Yeah,
You're
no,
like,
I
"The drums
agree.
are the melody.
Yeah,
Shut up."
Yeah.
Oh, also, I didn't even realize Blue Gum
dancing.
Beats first time
Yeah.
chat. What's
That's
up,
Nate. That's my
homie?
roommate, Nate.
Yeah. What's
yeah.
up, Nate? I didn't even
Yeah.
see that.
I told all the boys I was coming through.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Nate
we're gonna-
said to break a leg.
We're gonna have to have each one of these homies on,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
absolutely.
we'll have to.
They're a
You're
bunch
next,
of,
Nate.
They're a
You're
bunch
next.
of cool cats,
What
if
we-
you ask me.
What
Cool
we
nerds.
need is a larger mixer,
Hell yeah.
4 more microphones, and then slightly taller chairs, so they can all just be a second row.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's
That'd
just
be
like
sick.
stadium
Oh,
Just
seating.
like
right?
bleacher section.
Yeah, and we're constantly
the bad news bears. Like
we have to do this. It's like, oh, what's
Bad
up?
News Bears. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
dude.
And
Still, it's just two people talking the whole time.
Exactly.
and then we buy AT&T
podcast.
like cheerleader uniforms, and they can be on the corner, just like yeah,
just like
Right.
hype beast,
400.
like yeah.
yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Make sure you really break his legs. We're on it.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We can't do it on camera, but
worry. That kind of
Keep it PG. Keep it PG. Like,
We'll make him break his own legs. You know,
right.
I'm ready.
We
I'm
have
ready for
ways-
psychological warfare.
For more reviews, like I'll do anything.
sounds.
We're in
We're
that
going
era.
viral. I'll break my leg. We're going viral. Like,
Yeah.
I like you.
Holy shit!
So, Mr. Inspectah, one of the things I wanted to ask is how often are you thinking about minimalism versus maximalism in your music?
every day.
Every day. Okay.
It's
Thank
kind
God.
of. I feel like the big
Roman
like.
Empire.
Yeah. I mean,
God damn
Amen.
it.
I feel like the big production journey for a lot of these artists is like how to do more with less in a way. You know what I mean? And that's like
100%.
the golden question of like, how do I like add cohesion and really make an impact, but like make it like palatable and like easy to latch on to in a way. And I feel like I'm like slowly getting better at it. Like starting out like, well, I guess for like a little backstory, like I nerded the fuck out on sound design. I like for so long I was like, okay, once I like can sound design really well, that's when my music will get good. And it's quite the opposite.
Kind
I
of.
feel.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, music isn't just sound
No,
design. That's the
exactly.
problem.
But
Yeah.
that was like my mindset
I
for
know.
so
I
long.
get you.
Same.
And I went like 2 years of like religiously sound designing and
We
watching
all
videos
back
every
that
single
mindset,
day.
by the way.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
back it.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
And
Fuck yes.
that was like my journey. And then like I realized I focused so hard on that like I couldn't arrange shit or like make like a song in a way. And like if you listen to some of my older shit, it kind of just feels like over the top sound design just driving the whole thing. I feel like.
Just a compilation of here's my cool sounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like I feel like those sounds need to have purpose and like I feel like over the years have like really dialed back. And I feel like this is another good point. It's like to learn it, I feel like you really have to overdo it and then slowly just dial it back. Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of mixing as well. You
Yep,
got to turn
exactly.
it up and then slowly dial it back.
because like by overdoing it, you learn like what it's really doing. I feel like, and then you can start using it like more objectively.
right.
Fuck yeah. Well
And-
said.
Yeah, and I feel like my last like 2 years has been like this journey of like being more tasteful with those sounds and then like trying to create something memorable and something like that's like timeless in a sense. And something that really helped me with that was like just distinguishing the two in general. And Kyoto has this video on his Patreon where it's
Shout
like
out, Tom.
yeah, it's like explaining computer music versus timeless music. They're like different approaches in a way.
Oh, sick.
And I've been trying to like blend those two in a sense to where there's like a good chord, like a good melodic and like songwriting chord to it, but then also using like cool sound design and stuff. And like through that journey, I've learned like you can do the crazy sound design, but like I've learned to like dial it back and like make it more like enjoyable, I guess, in a sense. But it's a lifelong
Well, yeah, you
journey,
can't-
honestly.
It's
It is.
It's a
It
good
really
day
is.
when a producer realizes they can't or don't need to pack every idea into one
Yeah,
song.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
moment
like-
that day comes, you're like, oh, I can just write another one that has all those ideas.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge day.
Yeah,
Because like the amount of songs I have from back in the day that are psytrance, dubstep, fucking halftime. They go
Over
through-
8 minutes.
Yeah, and yeah, they're like epics, and they
Yeah.
like kind of work, but you're like, what is
There's
happening?
like 3 different songs.
Yeah,
right now, pretty
especially
much,
when it
yeah.
comes to like, I mean, it depends on where you're trying to play it. Like if
That's
that was
true,
at Red
that's
Rocks
true.
with like a band or something, like it kind of work. But like when you're in the club, like
Yeah, focus on what you're trying to
that's-
do.
That
Yeah.
song's got 2 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe.
You gotta keep 'em engaged and,
yeah,
like, yeah.
like it just needs to be fucking nice.
Yeah.
Just make it nice.
Yeah.
And so I guess my approach recently is like establish drum groove, then establish motif, like the
Yeah,
identity
yeah.
of the song in a sense. And like that's the hardest part for me, I feel like, is like
It's pretty hard.
finding that song's identity.
yeah.
But like once I get it, like I try to like really rinse it and latch onto it and like have something that you can always land back on that's like driving it forward in a sense and like keeping like that cohesion together and everything.
Right.
100%. That's
Yeah,
always
it's tough.
Dude, it's so tough.
Yeah.
It literally like it's mastery, like
Yeah,
understanding.
we
that.
talked about
Absolutely.
motifs last week.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was like a big emphasis on icon, and like it actually took a little bit to settle in because I almost got like discouraged in a sense because come like the last like quarter of icon in a way, I was like making all this music and I'd show it to like the guy that runs Icon, Vito. Shout out Vito, absolute gem
Shout
of a
out.
human. He taught me so fucking much that like still sticks today and like I'm still like growing from.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it kind of felt like I had this whole idea still of like, oh, like it's just crazy sound design and I can piece something together in a way. But he always just like, where's like the melody, like where's like the thing I can remember. And like I almost got like discouraged from producing because it felt like I stopped almost like producing for myself and like was trying to like please like other people of like how like it should sound in a way.
Right.
But like I kind of dialed it back, started doing my own thing, but then through the time it just kept coming back like it needs something, like it needs like that core in a way. And
Right.
I feel like honestly these past couple months I've really been starting to get it with like a lot of the IDs I've been writing and
Good for
yeah.
you, man.
I'm really
Let's
excited.
go.
Honestly, it's like slowly getting like to a point where like I want it to be, but like I still have this mindset of like it's never enough, and that just keeps driving me forward. in a
Yep.
way.
That's
Yeah.
what you need. That's what you need.
Yeah, absolutely. You
It's
got to be
like-
your own biggest critic. Like the moment you get complacent is like the moment you stop improving as an artist. In my
Sure.
opinion, I feel
Ooh, let's go.
That's true.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second you get complacent, you're like, I made it. I understand it.
You
Like,
you always have to work.
Stagnation.
Shit doesn't
Yeah.
get made if you
exactly.
don't work.
And there's always someone working harder than you.
Yep, exactly. And that's been like another part of my journey too. Is like
There's always someone harder than you.
I like know what like really is like natural for me and what I produce, but if you listen to like a lot of my IDs and stuff, I'm like trying new things every time. Like I never want to make the same thing twice. And
Sure.
like some of them might sound a little similar, maybe like kind of similar melodies, but like each song I try to. Well, okay, here's another thing actually. I did a like lesson with Frequent. And,
Oh, did
It was
you?
like a one-on-one, yeah. And
Woo!
it was one of the best like lessons of my life because like we weren't necessarily talking like techniques for like an hour straight. He was just like kind of telling me his philosophy when it comes to like production and stuff. And some of the best advice I ever got was before you like sit down and write, kind of make a list in your head or even write it down. It's what do I always do? What do I never do? And what do I blatantly suck at? And he goes, start with what you blatantly suck at, whether it's genres or sounds or starting in a different spot of the song. Go into what you never do, like just experiment, like throw on like 5 corpuses and see what the fuck happens type shit, and then go back into what you always do. And that's been my mindset for like every song that I create pretty much is just like
That's sick.
Dude.
just like kind of thinking of that and like using that as a way to kind of push myself and learn new things with like everything that I write pretty much. And that's some of the best advice I ever got in my life. Like it
That's
really like pushes
amazing.
you
Yeah, it's
forward.
pretty
I
sick.
feel like
Shout out fucking Frequent,
yeah, the goat,
dude.
the goat,
Getting
like
frequent,
he's
dude. I
at
got
the top of
frequents
the
for
game.
you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
oh
amazing.
shit, that panning was sick.
I'm 100% making that a clip.
Yeah.
That's going down.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No,
All
it's
right,
it's
come on
so
the podcast,
helpful.
Frequent.
Yeah,
Think
yeah,
you're,
come on,
like-
buddy.
I'm pretty sure you're like right down the street.
Your
Yeah.
best
Nolan's
friend
that G.
Inspectah's here, dude. Like,
I
come on.
wish.
I think you could literally walk to our house.
I think you could.
Is he around
Yeah.
here? Like,
I think he
Yeah,
is.
I
up
think
here.
he's very
Holy
close.
shit.
And Kyoto is also literally like down the street or
wow.
something, right? Like,
Yo, next Halloween,
I
you just gotta
mean-
trick or treat with masks on. And just, like, just let it come. Like,
I'm not sure where
Finesse.
Kyoto is, but
I don't know where
I
it
think
is.
I think Frequent literally might be in the neighborhood. I'm not
That's
sure
crazy.
exactly, but
yeah.
Yeah.
come on the podcast, bro.
He's
It's
a-
not like we've invited you before. We actually haven't. So
he's a
it's
wizard.
not.
He's
I'm not
genuinely
talking
a
shit.
wizard. Like,
That's one
John,
of the
John's like, yep.
are y'all doing
Yep.
Cone Sound
Lives right down the
next
street.
Saturday?
dude. Oh, I want
Probably
to.
not.
Yeah.
Cohen Sound. I think I was talking with you about it a little bit, but I saw Cohen Sound with John and some other buddies, and it like changed like my music production course forever.
Oh, I bet. I
That
bet.
it was insane because at the time I was super into just like rhythm. I thought that was the only bass
Oh, yeah.
music, and I was like, this is the coolest shit, and I still
Yeah.
love it. But I went to that show and I was just like, what the fuck? What is this?
What?
Yeah.
What is
The absolute
happening?
fuck?
Yeah.
It's like groovy and bouncy
Yeah.
and still heavy, and the sound
Ooh,
design's insane.
Copycat is on
And
that
Copycat.
show though,
And
Edit?
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's
Copycat.
It's copycat.
I can't afford this show.
I
I can
can't
already
either.
tell.
It's such a crazy lineup. It's Copycat, Frequent back-to-back Hudson Lee.
Oh my
Edit,
God.
And then Cone Sound, and then Aleph is opening it too. It's cracked.
Oh, I hope
Like,
tickets are still available.
I would
they are,
actually
they're only
literally
like,
go to that show
it's $40
for
after
Copycat.
fees.
Same.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Restraint, are you going? Like, I will most definitely be there. That shit is insane. Their new album was unbelievable. Like, I think they really like pushed like bass music to like a whole other realm with that shit. Like,
let's go.
It's insane.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the drum and bass show over that.
Oh,
Fuck
okay,
yeah.
cool.
Fucking
Who's playing?
Yeah, who is it?
is it Camo and Crooks?
Oh, that's
Come
cool.
on, Crooked, yeah.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Wait, the same night or the one we're all planning on going to?
No. It's the next weekend. Yeah, yeah.
Oh
it's the
yeah,
next-
you're
it's the
fucking
next
100% going to that.
Andy
Andy
C.
C.
What are you talking about? You're definitely going to that. It's gonna
Dom
be.
and
He's playing
Roland.
it cool.
Who are the
Okay,
other?
I see.
Who's
I
who's
see.
Blow his cover, bro.
I know.
I'm really picky with drum and bass. Like, extremely picky.
Same.
I need it to be like
Can't be jump up.
groundbreaking.
Please
yeah,
don't do jump up.
No,
Don't
I can do
do
jump
it.
up for like 20 minutes before I want to
Maybe.
kill myself. Pretty much.
20
see,
seconds.
See, that's funny
Yeah.
because I'm still like new to DMB, so everything is
Oh,
still
yeah.
kind of new and fascinating and wonderful to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
So I'm just down with like all of it at the moment.
Do y'all know Treenist?
No.
No.
Insane drum and bass producer from the Netherlands, I believe.
Oh,
But
nice.
he's like on some new shit. Like it's
Okay.
like a Manu on crack, pretty much.
Whoa.
I
It's
hope
just
it's-
all this like really stabby, like little like
How do you spell it?
glitchy. Treenist, Trinist.
Do you know Bunchen?
Yeah, I know Bunshin.
Oh,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. Bunshin's sick. Manu's sick. Who else? I don't know that much DMB. I mean, I love
I
Noisia.
don't either. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the
Of course.
classic. You can't like
Fucking
Right.
you can't discredit.
Right. Right.
Pioneers, straight up.
Matthews.
Yeah, Matthews
is
Did you ever
sick.
get to
crazy.
see Noisia live?
No, I didn't.
I didn't
they were
either.
playing in LA, and I just like couldn't afford it at the time. It was like
Yeah.
one of their farewell shows.
Yeah, we saw.
I was like getting
Tice.
into them during their farewell shows,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
oh, well.
right.
I'm sure they'll come back for like a special thing, like
right,
eventually.
right.
No, we're
like
just gonna
7-10
guys,
years
They'll
from
just
now.
do vision tours.
Guys, we're just gonna be homies.
Oh yeah,
That's true. That's true.
That's
We're
true.
just gonna
We'll be on Noisia Radio.
Yeah, we're just gonna
spitting
go
shit.
be homies.
We'll get
Yeah.
our own like personal episode with
We'll
it.
get them.
yeah,
We'll get
exactly.
each three of them on here and independently. It'll be a good time.
Manifest destiny, baby.
God
like,
damn right.
absolutely. You gotta speak that shit into existence.
Secret, dude.
I
Yeah.
did want to say because I always have to fucking shout this homie out. You were talking about how Frequent like taught you like a philosophy in music instead of like a technical thing, and old Johnny Boy Restraint over here I feel like was he gave me that like understanding like earlier on where he's
feel
the
like
most
we
like
need a romantic
technical
cancel.
motherfucker in the world and knows like everything about everything. But
Just
when
like
we
a
would like
dick
kick it,
sucking sound.
he yeah. When we would kick it, he
Actually, I
wouldn't
need to
teach
make
me the
that
most like
happen.
technical shit.
Yes.
He just like taught me how to just like play. and
Yeah.
just like
Right.
yeah, he was just like, no, it's just about play and experiment.
Well, that's everything. You gotta
Experimenting.
put your soul into it, you know, like, and you don't get that without like both experimenting and like kind of like having that touch to it that like you can kind of incorporate in a way, whether it's like
Right.
a MIDI or like even sequencing and stuff too, with how you like
100%,
adjust
yeah.
your swing and stuff.
And you almost have to learn all of these techniques and get so good at like this understanding so you can get to the point where you can just play and dick around and throw shit
Yeah.
at the wall. Like
Yeah, it takes a while.
you have to, yeah.
It really
it's-
does.
And it's so sick. I fucking love it. It's
Yeah.
like making art is this constant just mountain we're all climbing and you never reach
great.
the peak.
Yep.
And it's fucking
No, it's a
I
journey.
feel like you can master like one thing and it unlocks like 20 new things to learn. Like,
Exactly.
Pretty much. And it's just
Exactly.
like a never ending journey of growth.
Yeah, and even when
It
you
is.
master it,
Yeah.
you've just reached the ceiling that is perceptible.
Yep.
Like if
Yeah.
you're the best
Exactly.
swordsmith ever, that doesn't mean you're the best swordsmith to yourself.
Yep.
Like there's always
Or to the future.
Or to the future.
Swordsmiths.
yeah, there's
Hell
always
yeah.
up. It never ends.
Goddamn right.
That's why you can't get
Uh,
complacent, honestly. Like back to that point, you just gotta like keep striving for more. And I feel like you grow as a person through that too, in a way.
Right.
Of just like constantly pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and then like
Yep.
getting comfortable there. And like that's what growth is, I feel like, is just like challenging yourself. And like I feel like that's like a big part of like even like moving out here and stuff too, is like I came here and I was like, damn, like I'm way out of like my
Right.
comfort zone in a sense, and like kind of like learning how like the scene works too, and like ways to get inspired out here has really kind of like grounded me in a sense, and like
That's
I'm
sick.
kind of like thinking of different ways to kind of keep pushing that. I feel like
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Speaking
I
of
love
pushing
Denver. I love it.
and Denver,
Go.
So lit.
shout out Denver.
Yeah,
We actually don't live in Denver. We live in Greendale, folks.
close.
Greendale.
Online.
It's close.
We moved back.
We did move back.
Yeah.
Do you
And
have any?
for you
fake
guys
fans,
trying to
fake fans.
figure out where Frequent lives?
Is that
He lives in Greendale, obviously.
Folks, we're gonna now move to a lightning round.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
End the show.
for those who don't know, classic lightning round bits. We throw out a question. We just answer it quickly.
Everyone
kind
answers,
of thing.
including
Oh, yeah.
chat.
If you feel the need to, expand on your answer, that's fine.
You
Oh,
will
yeah.
be. You will be slaughtered.
Yeah.
And we all vote.
will be slaughtered.
One word
Yeah.
answers only.
Yeah.
We will end the stream immediately, honestly.
And-
there will be no siren song.
You get canceled.
Well, we're not going to end it just yet. We're going to vote on whose answer was the lamest or the poorest, and then that person.
Dave is
gets-
notorious
will be
for winning
executed.
Put him on
gets
blast.
4 weeks in a
executed,
row.
Put him on blast.
Put him on blast.
And on blast, we mean through a cannon,
Right.
Literally on blast.
Literally blast.
literally blasting them.
out of a cannon.
Okay, question number 1 comes to us from Sharon
Oh,
at
Sharon.
AOL.com.
Oh, is that Sharon from Canada?
No, it's Sharon.
From AOL.
It's from, yeah.
From AOL.
Oh,
From
yeah.
AOL.com.
Oh, of course.
She's from AOL.
I should have known.
If you could release on any label, what label? I'm assuming.
Vision.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Stole the words right out of my mouth.
Sorry.
Vision or
Yeah, Vision, for sure.
Like Veil or like Deadbeats.
Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though like I haven't been the biggest I won't even say that actually, but I like Deadbeats as a label. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
Sure.
Don't
they
burn
are-
bridges, bro.
They do
Yeah,
seem
yeah.
like a cool.
You know,
Family?
cut that.
Oh, we'll cut it. We'll cut it. I'm going to retract my answer for a goofy one.
Okay.
Off me nut.
Oh, good one.
Be
I
good
don't know
one.
what that is.
Is that Kegful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
UK boys.
We'll
make it
show
some
you, dude.
weird-ass
We
shit.
gotta show you this weird. Yeah.
You played one of their
Not for
songs
the pod,
earlier
but- yeah.
on the decks.
Hell yeah.
Off me nut records.
All right.
Um,
Awesome.
Yeah. Respect to Deadbeats for sure. That'd be an amazing one. Vision,
Yeah.
of course. I would like to do Wakan.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I think my stuff would kind of fit nicely over there. Sometimes.
I could see that.
Right.
Racist.
The Dragon Hawks.
I feel like Wakan's great exposure, but I don't know. I miss
Tread
like
lightly.
2018
No, I'm just
Wakan. You know what I mean?
I mean, maybe.
Like
I don't really listen to a
Pre-COVID.
lot.
I
I don't
feel
really
like they
listen
sold
to a
their
lot
soul.
of. Yeah, I don't really listen to a lot of
Really? You think
Wakan.
so?
I think so. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think they found what works and like just has been in like this little bubble for like
Well,
so long.
I feel like that's
The past, like,
different
3
than.
years.
You're making that money.
I feel like
That's true. No,
different
that's what they're
than-
doing now. They're
make
more
that money.
Yeah. I just feel like there's so
Selling their
many
soul.
artists they could have like really put on, but then they kind of just been putting on like the
interesting.
same like
Okay.
6 or 7 artists for
Sure.
the past
Okay.
3 years.
Interesting. I get where you're coming
But I still
from.
would release with them for that exposure. Like that is
Yeah.
like
Right. Like
There's still
Taboo.
like legends of the scene.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
like
like
Taboo.
Taboo, who lives
Taboo.
here and won't respond to our messages
Come
about
on the
coming on to the
Taboo.
podcast.
Yeah. Also,
on.
I have to
You're
also
sleeping, bro.
say,
You're sleeping.
Ausla would be a fun release.
I feel
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I think isn't that like dead now?
No,
like
no.
I don't think so.
No.
Is
He's,
it? I
he's
feel
still
like
a
I haven't
part of
heard
it. but
any
he-
Ausla shit.
He's
I haven't been keeping up, honestly.
Skrillex doesn't run it anymore.
Okay.
Who runs it?
He gave it to a guy who manages it really well,
Word
better
up.
than him or
Oh.
whatever.
That's fair.
Also, Quality Goods is fucking awesome.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah. If I made some trap shit.
Also,
Yeah.
Fool's Gold.
Oh, Fool's
is
Gold.
huge.
Yeah, hell
Oh,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Universal.
Also,
Sony.
I want to give a shout out to Gravitas because
Yeah, Gravitas, Wormhole too.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Fuckhouse.
Look,
That would be sick.
hell yeah.
dude, if I could release on Fuckhouse one day,
Maybe-
I could die happy.
Maybe always.
You can die happy already, my friend.
All right. Second question.
You're welcome
will.
anytime.
He
Shout
will.
out all of
Sooner
y'all.
than later.
Hell yeah.
Go on.
Second question comes to us from Catjammer at management.com.
Oh.
Big shout out Catjammer. It's a really good VST.
Management.com.
Their,
yeah,
their manager just wrote us with this question.
Wow.
That's awesome.
What's your go-to music to listen to that isn't bass music?
Heavy metal.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
you a metal guy?
Oh yeah. Oh,
I,
yeah.
Cool.
I believe it. I could. I
Fucking
could
like I love like Black Tongue, Family in Ruin. Black Tongue. Yeah, Knocked Loose is my shit.
Knocked loose.
I haven't
Okay.
heard of any of those. so
Parkway
those must be
Drive.
fucking sick.
Dude, Knocked Loose is cracked. Like they're also Lorna Shore, holy shit.
Oh, I have heard of that one.
Yeah, their new album is demonic in like the best way ever.
Let's
they
go.
are at the top of like that like deathcore kind of like scene, I feel like in a way.
Deathcore. That's a
Let's go.
a genre.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
Deathcore. What is
Dude, his voice is nuts. It's like so nuts. They had like scientists like analyze his vocal cords while he did it, and they're like, I've never
No.
seen vocal cords move like this ever. Like,
What?
yeah, he's like an alien, dude. Like, it's insane.
Did he like train his muscles to do that, or was he just like born with
I
some?
think he's just got it.
fucking
He's got that
insane-
dog in him, bro. Straight up.
Got that dog among.
No,
You
but
gotta,
that
you
shit-
gotta show me.
But yeah, I'll show you after the stream. There, you're gonna hear his voice to be like, "That's a human." Like, it's crazy, dude. But like, also their melodics are really sick. They'll like modulate like time signatures and like keys and stuff. Like,
voice.
it's really cool. Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, it's awesome. They're crazy.
Bedroom pop.
Also, like
Bedroom pop.
indie
Let's
rock
go.
and shit. Bedroom pop. Like, what do you mean? Like who?
Is that your? Oh, I thought that was your choice.
Like Mallrat or some shit. Yeah. Bedroom pop.
Oh, that's your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sick. Let's go.
I feel like I know what you mean. Like
I'm
people just
vibing.
going for it in their own room, like recording everything and stuff.
No. Like it's a pop music.
Yeah.
It's
Cool.
just like indie pop.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like,
cool.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
it's
Hell
the
yeah.
new
Something.
wave of indie pop. It's like
Hell
internet
yeah.
indie pop.
Bedroom producer pop music.
Yeah.
Do you know Sammy Ray?
No.
So I work at Argus. We're like an event staffing company, and I just do like kind of like security shit. But I was posted up inside Ogden for this lady Sammy Ray and like her band. I've never heard of her. Probably like top 3 shows I've ever seen in my life, and it's like
yeah.
Really?
yeah, and it's like
Woo.
it's like indie pop. Like it almost has like a mainstreamy feel to it, but she's just a rock star. Like she
Right.
owns it.
Let's
Like,
go.
Yeah, it's
Love
I
that.
would love to check that
Love to
out.
hear
yeah,
it.
hell yeah, I got you. It's
Fuck yeah.
awesome. Just vibes.
Caleb, what you got?
I don't know. I've been thinking really hard, but I guess as of late, Jungle.
Hell yeah.
Jungle, good one. PS1 Jungle for you as of late, it seems.
No, just Jungle.
Oh, okay.
That's just fun to make, and it's really just 2000s liquid because PlayStation just grabbed those tracks.
Yeah, literally.
They're not made for any PlayStation game. They're just happened to be ambient jungle that was being made at the time.
What? And
So-
that's like their like background or something. I don't have a
Yeah.
PlayStation. Cool.
Ba-
hell yeah.
basically, like menu music from the 2000s.
Cool.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you would have maybe played on a PlayStation 1 or 2.
I have, yeah. I
Yeah,
played
okay.
PlayStation 2 at my friend's house. That's where I first played GTA. And my
yeah.
mom
Let's
got
go.
mad at me.
GTA
Right?
3.
We were, like, seeking
San
it.
Andreas,
San
Vice City?
Andreas,
San
yeah,
Andreas, nice.
yeah.
That tells a lot about a person. Which GTA they first
The
played.
goat, dude. The
I think mine
goat.
was 4.
Hell yeah.
Mine was 2.
Or Vice City.
Nice.
Is 4 Vice City? Or are those different?
I forget.
No, well, it went
I forget.
up to 3, and then Vice City and San Andreas were all 3 of those were kind of in the same engine. They got slightly better, and
Hell yeah.
then 4 came out.
Okay,
and
so
then
mine
they
was Vice
immediately
City
released
first then.
5 and shit
Yeah.
all over 4,
Pretty much.
for some reason, and then
Yeah.
haven't done anything for 13 years.
They've just been
Yeah.
adding expansions. I feel like.
It's ridiculous.
Right,
Yeah.
right. They're just
But
milking that.
GTA
Yeah.
6
Mhm.
trailer
It's pretty
coming out
good.
soon though.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That's
actually.
what they say. They're doing a pre marketing strategy on we're going to have a trailer.
Yeah,
soon.
I know. It's so
Yeah, I
ridiculous.
know.
It's like
right?
classic video game company.
That's
Pre-
like the
trailer,
past, like, 2
trailer.
years,
Here's
like-
yeah. We are about to have a trailer for the video game that we don't know when it'll come out.
Yeah.
It's like the announcement of the announcement.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll come like in the next couple of years.
We'll do an announcement within the next year.
I played the ultimate one of those.
Okay, my answer is Future Garage.
Hell yeah.
Do you guys fuck with Future Garage?
I feel
Nope.
like I do. I like garage in general.
Yes,
but
garage.
garage. I don't know. Somebody called me out for saying garage, so I've just
No.
permanently been saying garage or garage.
We're in America.
We're in America. You can
Respect.
say
Also,
say it.
garage.
garage sounds fancy too. These
I feel like
people
garage
who
sounds
say garage.
Garage does sound fancy.
Does sound fancy
Until
to us.
you go to the UK and they're like garage.
They're like garage.
Garage in it.
They say that garage. The fucking garage, dude. Garage.
garage.
It's like
Garage.
French.
more
It's like
posh,
French.
like-
It is more posh.
Slightly more posh.
It is.
But- So future garage, especially when it comes to future garage, I feel like future
Dude.
garage doesn't roll off the tongue.
I know what
Future
you mean.
garage.
I know what you mean. Who
I agree.
makes like what artists do you like a lot?
Future
So,
gay
my
garage. You know
favorite
what I'm saying?
The guy who got me into
That's where it
it
comes from.
is this dude named Sorrow.
Oh yeah, Sarah's sake. Hell yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
that dude. The song "Never Too Far." Everyone listening, go check out that song. It's fucking. I
don't know if I know
it's
that
one of
one.
my dude. It's
It's
one of my
not too
favorite
far.
songs, like literally of all
Never
time,
too
like
far.
in my top 15. So good.
I didn't know of Sorrow until. Did you guys see Discowa do that remix competition for Sorrow?
No.
Do you guys know Discowa?
Huh.
So he's like, I think he's like 18 or 19 from Russia, just making cracked shit.
course.
Sounds about
He is
right.
He
insane.
started when he was like 2 years old.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
something.
Yeah, just very like classical too in what he does. But like he just like took like an old Sorrow song and made like a remix comp out of it, and like all these people did it. Like fucking like Mirror Maze was in on it and shit. Like
Okay.
all these people, which is
Let's
really
go.
cool. But yeah, that's where I heard of Sorrow, and I was like peeping all the shit.
Nice.
I love like that really peppy like dancey shit. Like Garage kind of has like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like the UKG stuff.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
like that
Yeah.
peppy dance. I also love that. That was
Yeah.
gonna be the second thing I said.
hell yeah, hell
like
yeah.
Sammy Vergi and Opa Dan.
I don't know. Yeah, there's people.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna send you some shit.
Yeah,
we
you
would
should.
show each
Yeah.
other some
The
stuff
whole
out the pod,
universe.
right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Our last question is brought to you by me.
Oh wow.
Who uses templates? And by template, I mean like it can be your own.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Same.
so pumped on my template. I'm
Oh, yeah.
so happy with it.
I love it.
I was using a template for about 3 years, and then my computer shit the bed, so it actually just got wiped by Apple like 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
Completely wiped. It was low key a blessing. I'm like actually organized now for the
Nice.
first time,
Wow.
and I just haven't made a new template because it got lost
Sure.
when they wiped it. I never backed
Fair.
it up,
Fair.
and it's been kind of nice. Honestly, it feels like I approach it new every time, in a sense.
I can see that.
So I don't know how long I'm gonna roll with it for, but as of right now, I
Yeah.
do not.
That's sick. That's really sick.
Yeah, it's
actually.
interesting. It's interesting.
I always just go outside the template if I want to
Same.
not
Yeah.
deal with the template, and then I'll just bring it in.
Yeah.
Because that's just there.
Well, when you
Same.
want to like mix and stuff too, like it's
Yeah.
good to have that structure of like this is your base group and like limit all those together and like
And just
Right.
having it
Yeah.
all
grouping
routed.
things is important.
Just having it all
absolutely.
And
routed
color
together.
coordination for me is like super important.
Yeah.
At least in the early stages
No,
of everything. Like
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
I need that for sure.
Yeah, it's funny. I saw like this old. Do you guys remember Defire Society? Were y'all ever on that? It ended like a year ago.
Never
but,
heard of it.
It's really cool. And they still have all their videos up. They just stopped doing live streams now. But they get all these different artists to do like 2-hour videos of them just like either breaking down songs or like starting new ones and stuff. They got like Vector, like Ablation, like Miso. all these-
Ablation?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's sick.
Oh fuck.
But that's literally what I was about to get to. Is I saw Ablation was breaking down one of his tracks. He has no groups. It's literally just different colors. For just, like, single tracks.
oh no.
And I was like, honestly, like whatever works.
Pretty badass.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I don't know if he still
if it
does
works
that.
for him.
I don't know if he
fucking-
still does that or not. That was like 2 years ago, but I was like, it was really interesting to see. I was like, he's just like winging it, and it's just always fire. Like,
Dude.
Yeah.
I need to see that because
Yeah.
Ableton. Oh my god.
yeah, he's insane. He's
Oh.
insane.
That's great.
Oh,
Well, folks, that brings us to the conclusion
That was fun, y'all.
Where
That was super fun.
where can we find you online, sir?
on the internet.
Myself?
yeah.
Yeah.
So I go by Inspectah. I'm on SoundCloud. I got some on Spotify. Instagram is Inspectah Music.
I
have a Facebook page too that's just Inspectah. And yeah, you'll see like I'm trying to go for like a whole lot of. So it's the 20s now. So I feel like with my brand, I'm trying to like bring the Roaring 20s back. So I'm going with all like,
Let's
these
go.
Art Deco themes and
yeah.
kind of like Gatsby party type shit. Like I eventually want to host like masquerades and stuff.
Let's go.
So if you see my logo, it's got like this real gold like Art Deco theme and stuff. So that's
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
kind of like my identity, I guess. In a
I
way.
fully support that.
I'm
That's
still working.
amazing.
I'm still working on it, but I'm trying to slowly bring the brand to life and everything.
Right. Well, fuck yeah. Thanks for being on.
Dude, absolutely. Thank you for
Episode
having me.
131.
That was super fun.
Dude, it
Y'all
was
are-
so good.
Y'all are
Fucking
awesome.
so good.
Seriously, thank you.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
And
Always400.com.
I'll be tuning into these streams regularly. I love
Yeah.
what y'all do. Seriously.
Also, I don't know if you're gonna keep doing it, but homie's been doing feedback streams and production streams
Yes.
on the Fuckhouse Twitch channel.
I'm
Check
trying to
those out.
I'm trying to
Fuck yeah.
stream every day on Fuckhouse. Also, check out Fuckhouse Collective as well. Instagram, SoundCloud, Spotify. It's a kind of record label collective that my buddies and I started. Blue Gum Beats, who might still be in chat, is
Hey.
the original leader, and we're all just kind of trying to make something happen with it, create our own little community.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
that's PHUQHAUS.
Yep.
What is
Insane
the...
My
artists
brothers.
are fucking being released on that shit.
Hey, thank you,
Every
bro.
song I hear, I'm just like, what the?
Thank you.
How are you finding these people? Like,
Hell
what
yeah.
is happening?
No, I appreciate it. We're really just trying to like have a space where you can have like really like unlimited freedom in your creativity, and like we really want to look for artists that kind of push the norms in a sense of like what music is, and we want to be a space that kind of eventually just kind of puts on the underdogs that are really making like groundbreaking stuff.
Big ups.
And we're a family. So
Let's go.
Big,
anyone
big
in the
ups.
Fuckhouse family, we just truly respect. And yeah, send us music. We'd love to hear it and possibly put it on.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Do you guys
go.
have a Discord?
Yes, we do. Fuckhouse and Friends.
You can link that Discord, Blue
Okay.
Gum, if you want. If you guys have it. That's our Discord of that Nightbot.
I think.
And we can put that in the YouTube description as well
Because Discord's the
for all you
shit.
listening in the future.
But yeah,
So-
we'll be announcing all our live streams there.
Thank you, sir.
Let's go.
I don't know how to.
I'm going to use this
share
myself.
I don't know how to share a Discord actually.
Nate, thank you for
We
showing
got
up,
it. We
homie.
got it.
Oh, he's got
Good
it.
to
Okay,
see you in
sick.
chat,
Hell yeah.
buddy.
All right, guys. We
Let's
will
kick it.
see you on the flip.
Woo! Thank
On
you
the
guys
flappity
again.
flap. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
to
Always 400, baby.
all our
Yeah,
sponsors.
let's go.
We'll see you guys next week.